welcome to Harri Markkula's Hot Cube Sauna. My name's David and I'll be leading you through. This sauna was built 12 years ago and was first placed in Yamson. It was designed as an experience of the 5 senses and the 4 elements. And the outside of the sauna, it's been covered with terva, the tar from the finished pine trees. And when the sun's shining like it is today, you get this really nice gentle smell of the terva. And a lot of people comment on it and want to come inside and have a look, so that's what we'll do now. Go inside. 3 meters by 3 meters, and inside it's according to Le Corbusier's modular design, so it's 226 centimeters, the height of the sort of standard man holding his hand up, reaching the roof. The sauna opens like this, and you go down these small stairs to the space. The floor's open, so you've got a view of the river underneath. And in fact, you can lift up the floor here, and in principle you can go swimming. You're not allowed to, and I wouldn't recommend it. But there's a few guys who have gone swimming regardless, and have stunk afterwards. The big stove here was donated by Navi, and it works really well. In fact, some days it's over 120 degrees. If the doors are shut, you get this really nice, perfect, in fact I'll show you, get this nice, perfect cloud of steam, and you can often see the line where the 2 qualities of air meet, but this is the best part, where you've got this really, really lovely light show. And I can show you this here. Is it still working? Just on the wall here. Now this is quite hypnotic, and depending on the current of the water, depending on how many waves there are and how it's moving, you can get some really nice gentle pixels on the walls as well. So you have the hot air and the border, the boundary where the 2 airs meet around about this level. So while you're sitting up here, it gets quite warm. In fact, it's 70 degrees at the moment, so it's quite comfortable, but if it gets too hot, you can always drop down to a layer. And in fact, I can sit in here all day reading a book, and it's about as comfortable as it is outside. I do have to open the roof to get a flow of water. Now we have a bucket shower in here, and the sound of the water dropping into the river and the sound of the water gently lapping up is one of those experiences of the 5 senses. Then the feeling of the steam, of course, is another one, the smell of the tar, and then often, you know, people will smuggle alcohol in here, because having a beer in the sauna is one important part of a sauna experience. And if they can't have a beer here, they'll go down to the boats just down the road. It's quite good. It does block out a lot of the sound in here, so it's very easy to forget where you are and to lose track of time as well. Just open the roof. There's a few people that have commented it's a little bit like having some kind of rebirth in finding yourself emerging out of a womb-like space when you first see the light, and it's quite an aggressive light. But it's interesting that you've got minimalist architecture across here. That's the first thing you see, and this cube, which is quite a minimalist design. And the minimalist aesthetic actually emerges quite naturally from the finished landscape. But there's been a lot of really, really nice comments about the sauna, and most people have described it in terms of it being like a sacred space, or having kind of a mystical experience in here. And that's not so unusual to talk about a sauna in that way, but certainly for this